Okay guys, today we are doing a carburetor on a Stihl 026 Pro. First thing we're going to do, carburetor comes in a kit, air filter, fuel lines, anything you need for this job will come in a kit. It'll be in the description down below. First we'll take off this air filter assembly. Flathead screws, take off the air filter. Now if you want, you can wash this air filter out with carb cleaner, then blow it dry with some air. Alright, now we're going to take these two 8mm nuts off. Then we're going to take and pull this fuel line off. Flip the chainsaw over. We're going to take this screw out so we can access inside the handle. I'm using a T25, but I'm pretty sure that's not the right screw. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a T27, which is on the Stihl tool. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a Ryobi screw. Whatever, it worked. It is what it is. So the handle came flying off. I'll show you how to reassemble. There's a spring inside that just comes chunking it off. The reason we want it off though, it's just easier to get this arm out. Right there, that's the throttle arm. And then we're going to pull the carb out. Carb just pulls straight out. You may have to wiggle on stuff or whatever to get it out, but it comes straight out. Okay, so I got it all out. Just showing you how this is, how this throttle cable is. That's the first thing we're going to do, is we're going to put this throttle arm on the new chainsaw, on a new carburetor, I mean. The easiest way is just to line the two up and take the arm out of the one, put it right on the other one. Now we're going to slide the new carburetor right back in place. To inspect your fuel line for cracks or anything like that. I replaced this one about a week ago when I ordered this. I tried the fuel line first. The kit comes with a new fuel line and everything. You just pop it in, pull the end out, put the filter on it, push the end back in, make sure it's sealed down properly, and you're set to go. Alright, we're going to slide this in place now. Make sure the fuel nipple is going into the fuel line properly. That's important that that gets into there. That's actually the vacuum line. Make sure that goes in tight and snug in there, no problems at all. And then you'll hook up this fuel line to the fuel nipple. Now we're going to hook this throttle arm back up into the hole, just lift it up, get it in place, slide it in. Now we're going to set this back in place. It's just going to set right on top, just like that. I believe that spring, okay, so this spring goes down first. Okay, hold on. Okay, so that spring is going to hook right into that, and then you're going to set this down into place like it's supposed to go. Oh, I just messed that up. Alright, let me get it all in place with my both hands. So you're going to just get the spring down into that. You got to hold it with both hands. I'm just trying to show you right now what it looks like. That into place, that arm into place, and then we're going to work this down on top of everything so that none of it can pop out, because it really tries to pop out. You'll get the front of this set down in there. Once you got the that throttle arm in the slot of this handle, it'll all hold in place, and then you just work your way down tight and then put that screw back in the bottom. So right now, trigger won't pull. Push this down, trigger pulls. Alright, it's not working properly. You got to make sure it's all in there proper where that pulls. And oh, it's because I don't have this tightened up. Alright, it's trying to work properly. Make sure that we get this in right. I'm gonna loosen it up and check it just one more time. Make sure that this moves properly before I fasten it all down. Alright, so I figured it out. I'm holding it all in place right now. This arm right here has to be up for all this to work properly. It was binding up because this arm was all the way down. It needs to be up the first click at least. Alright, so now I've got it all back in place. Trigger won't pull, push this down, trigger pulls and moves. Just had to make sure this was up one click to assemble that. That's all it was. Alright, so now we're going to put the bolt back in the bottom of that handle. Alright, now we got this together. We're going to try it again. Everything's working fine. Alright, so now we're going to put our two 8mm nuts on top. Okay, got the 8mm nuts on. Check again. Everything's working properly. Now we're going to go ahead and get the brand new air filter back in place. It's two flathead screws. Get it back in place. Alright, we got this back on. Make sure this little white arm is in place so that when you choke it, it chokes it. You know, everything works properly. Alright, then we put the cover back on. Put fresh brand new gas in it. Make sure you clean this tank out before you try priming or starting this thing. Put fresh brand new gas in it, fire it up, you're ready to go. Alright guys, if this helped you in any way, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. Any of the parts will be in the description down below. Today's t-shirt will be in the description below as well. If you want me to wear one of your business shirts for a bunch of videos, mail me one. I got no problem giving you some free advertising. Peace.